for PJ's phone call, which is coming exactly, it's counting down to like 4 minutes now. We're going to play a brand new track from the...
That's 4 minutes long.
Is it? Oh, it'll be perfect then. We'll lead us right in. So let's get it on right now. Brand new track from Trixter's brand new album, Human Error.
Rockin' to the edge of the night.
Hello, thanks for calling Shakeman Show. Who's calling? Where are you from?
Shakeman, PJ Farley from Trixter.
PJ Farley, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Ah, yes. Good to hear from you, PJ. We've been building it up all night for your interview tonight, man. We've been playing Trixter tonight. We just played a brand new track off your brand new album, Human Error, and it was a kick-ass track. It was really cool. And we just got the audience listening to the new track. And first off, let me ask you this right off the bat, PJ. How much of the new album are we going to hear in your upcoming shows that are coming up?
Probably very little.
Okay.
Unfortunately, considering it's probably our favorite record. Unfortunately, we probably won't play anything but "Rockin' to the Edge of the Night," the single. I think it's up to us to really, kind of be self-disciplined when it comes to writing the set. And, of course, we'd love to just go out and play new material. There's stuff off a new audio machine we'd love to play that, we just don't do. But, we're not stupid. We're not going to go out there and, especially if we get, most of the times we're doing festivals and stuff, we get a half hour, maybe 5 minutes. We got a lot of material that a lot of people know to cover, let alone that, stuff off of our newer records, which, let's face it, nowadays records just aren't as popular as they used to be. So, we're not stupid. We just want to go out. We made the record. Frontiers asked us to do another record, surprise to us, and so we did it, and it turned out to be one of our favorite records, and so we're going to do the single. That's about it. We'd love to do more, but...
Right,
I know as a fan, too, you going out, seeing a band...
You want to hear the hits.
Even I'm not a fan of... Well, not that I'm not a fan, but I'm not that familiar with some of my favorite bands' newer material.
Right.
Yeah, you want to go see what you grew up on.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We get it, and stick to that.
You can sing along with it.
Exactly. So that's what we're looking forward to. We will see you in a few weeks in Columbia, Maryland at the M3 Rock Festival. We're so excited to see you guys back on the bill there, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys playing there, and we're pumped up and getting ready. How are you guys feeling about it?
We're really psyched because we haven't played in, God, I don't know, I think our last show was in October or something, I'm going to say. So M3 is going to be our first show back since last October.
Yeah, and you guys are on the bill with a lot of great other bands that we all grew up with.
As usual.
It's going to be a great. We had a couple weeks ago on the show. We had Dave Medichetti from Y&T on our show, and I'm so looking forward to seeing them guys too, because it's going to be the first time I actually got to see them guys play, and I've been listening to their music for over 30 years, and I haven't got to see them guys either, so we're really excited about seeing them in Trixter, because you guys played on the M3 a few years ago.
Yeah, we played 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, you guys were on the bill, and I got to see you guys play. Plus, I saw you guys back in the day play a few times,
okay.
So it's great to see you guys back out there and playing. You got the new album out there, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys jam it up again. So I was just telling, the last couple of interviews we did, and telling all the guys that we're talking to that it's great to see that the music that we grew up with and loved, the 80s rock, that all the rockers are out there, because it's all in our hearts. It's in our hearts as fans. It's in your hearts as you guys are the performers, and it's in your hearts because you love this music too. And it's just great to see all the 80s rock bands out there still rocking, man. It means a lot to us to see, especially...
Well, it means even more to us. The fact that you guys, and the fans keep coming out, and we're able to do, a festival where, when we first started doing M3, it was just one day. And it's grown so big that it's got to be 2 days. And we're psyched to be playing on the Friday. We've never played on a Friday. And this is, I think, going to be my fourth M3, because I've done it. This will be our third time with Trixter. I did it once when I was with Lita Ford.
Right.
And this will be my first time playing on a Friday. So I'm psyched. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be great, because if you look at this 2-day festival, if I was one of the bands on the bill, I would love to be on the Friday night, because Saturday is an all-day event. So a lot of people are walking around a lot during the day, and there's a lot going on. And like Friday night, it's just you're just there for 4 bands or whatever it is, 5 bands, and you're just there for that for that night. So a lot of people are going to be in their seats.
It's more like a concert instead of a festival.
Yes. Right. Exactly. So I would be pretty pumped to be on the Friday night too. And I think looking at the lineup, I love to see all these bands that are playing on it this year, but Friday night, and this is since the beginning of the M3 Rock Festival, Saturday always was the big day and all that, because, there was always great bands on Friday night, but this is I think the first time in the history of the M3 Rock Festival that all the bands on the Friday bill is just, oh my God, it's what an excitement it's going to be with all the bands that are playing. Kicks and Quiet Riot, you guys, it's in Dockin', it's it's just going to be the Friday nights is going to kick it off. I'm saying to myself, Friday night's going to be so awesome. How Saturday going to follow it? It's going to be Friday's going to be kick ass.
I'm with you. I mean, Friday night definitely has a strong lineup with. We were, lucky enough we did a festival last summer with Quiet Riot with their current lineup, and it hasn't sounded as good in, since the DeBro days. I mean, Jizzy Pearl up there. You can't ask for a better guy to take over the reins there. And then the lineup they got now the band sounds so good. And Dio Disciples.
I know. I'm looking so forward to that.
Before, I cannot wait to see that. And
me too.
As always, song after song is just undeniable. And then of course you got Kicks, which you ain't gonna go wrong there.
No.
True headline.
Yeah, them guys always put on a great show. We were just talking about the lead vocalist Steve, who he's always gives you a great show and always gives you that little comedy act in between songs. So
yeah, he is. He's definitely absolutely one of the most underrated bands of our genre.
Yeah, definitely, man. Great band. But we're so looking forward to seeing you guys there, and because I seen you guys 2 years ago, you guys kicked ass and you guys got the original.
We had a good time. Let's say we had a good time 2 years ago. We had some stumbles. But we got through it. We're looking forward to a little redemption this year.
And I'm looking at the current lineup. You guys, is this the original lineup of the band?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as I was going to say, I was just looking at I was like, this is the original line, because there's a lot of bands that are out there now. Like we were just talking to Dave from YNT a few weeks ago, and he's got a whole brand new lineup. But he, like I said, bands go through many lineup changes through the years. But when you see the band members that actually were there from the beginning, the original lineup ain't nothing like seeing the original lineup.
No, absolutely not. Dave, unfortunately, he lost his bass player.
Yeah,
due to illness, and
that was sad.
He's had some member changes there, but and they've been together much longer than Trixter has. But you got to remember, it's partially it's ego and problems that cause a band to break up.
Yeah.
Other reasons, come into play, such as illness, whatnot. But we're all original and still young and dumb enough to. Give it our all.
We're talking to PJ Farley, bassist of Trixter, and let's take it back a little bit. Let's give the history of the band a little bit to our listening audience. Trixter was actually formed back in 1983 in Paramus, New Jersey. So is that North Jersey?
Yep, Paramus is like Bergen County, New Jersey. It's about a half hour, if that. It's about 25 minutes from Manhattan.
Oh, okay. Yes,
it's definitely north.
Yeah, you guys are definitely right over the bridge there. And you guys actually got your start in 1983, but the debut album and tour was September of 1989 when you guys went out to Hollywood to record the debut album with your producer Bill Ray, Ride the Whip, and Only Young Once made it to the new album. And then, of course, 1990, The Line of Fire was a single for the. But that's what I remember you guys from. I remember you guys like you said, MTV. Played a lot of the videos, and I remember seeing your guys' video, "Give It to Me Good." And that that's basically where I got my start with you guys, and then I got your album, and then we took it from there, and it's been a really good history for you guys.
We can't complain. We got in at the tail end of, that kind of explosion.
Yeah.
We kind of ignited the grunge era, so to speak. But we'll take what we can get. We had can I curse?
Sure, you can.
We had a fucking great time.
Yes.
It was probably a good thing that we got in and we were forced to get out when we did, because I don't think we would. Be as healthy as we are right now.
Right, exactly. A lot of bands didn't, were able to go to test of time on a lot of bands faded. They came out, and you guys, like you say, you came out late on the scene, and a lot of great bands did actually at that time. We actually have a local band here we talk about it all the time, Heaven's Edge. They're another band that came out.
I remember them.
Yeah, Heaven's Edge, and them guys came out in 1990, and they came out. That's when they started getting really big out. And that's what I said. The grunge came in, and it just started. The record companies didn't want anything to do with the metal bands anymore. It's a shame. It really is.
And it's good luck and bad luck.
Yeah.
Good luck that we got there. Bad luck that they didn't last long.
So you were saying, PJ, that this new album, Human Error, you're saying that this is your favorite album?
I think so. I mean, we are all at the top of our game right now. We're considering that we weren't even planning on doing another record. We did the record New Audio Machine a couple years ago.
Right.
For Frontiers, which just kind of, they knocked on our door, kind of, and we were just like, all right, we'll do a record. First couple of years we got back together, we weren't interested in it. We just wanted to go out, do some shows, feel it out, see how we felt about even playing the music again, and, could we do this honestly, and, was it coming from a good, genuine place? And after a year or two of doing shows, yes, it was. It went right back to where we left off. So then Frontiers came to the table, offered us a deal, so we did New Audio Machine. And then, we did a couple more years of touring. And then they just kind of called us and like, are you guys going to do another record? Do you want to do another record? We're like, well, all right. I mean, if you're going to give us some money to do another record.
Oh, all right.
Do another record. And yeah, I mean, we just kind of like, well, I guess we're doing another record. And we just kind of put it together. We weren't consciously writing for a new record. It was just like, all right, Frontiers wants us to do another record. And why not? We had a great time in the last one. Let's try this one.
Yeah.
And ironically, we went back into the catalogs and the vaults of back in the day, just like we did with New Audio Machine for a couple tracks. And we found Rockin' to the Edge of the Night, which is one of the songs that we worked on as a band when I first joined the band back in, I don't know, 85 or 86 or whenever it was.
Cool.
So, I mean, it was... and ironically, they chose that as the first single. So I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Come full circle. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand being a musician myself. When you've been playing music for a long time, and like I said, you play these festivals, and you only get a certain amount of time. You got to play the classics. But as being a musician, the creativity that lives inside you, you want to create in new music. You know what I mean? Just being the musician, you got to. For yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do it for yourself inside to create new music and all that. And like I said, it's a shame that today is different from when we were growing up, because back in the day you couldn't wait for a new album to come out. You would be the first in line at the CD store, waiting for getting it out. There's times I was getting albums right out of the box before it even hit the shelf.
I was gonna say it's like
Oh
record
yeah,
store, not the
you're
CD
waiting.
store.
The day before it's coming, you're going there.
Yeah.
To the store to get it. You know?
Yeah, and it's time. It's really funny because I sit there and I remember growing up in the '80s and doing that and running to this. Now it's like nowadays it's wow, you can just download it off the computer. You don't even have to go to the store anymore.
That what else everybody's missing out on nowadays? Camping out to buy tickets.
Yes, that was fun days.
That was
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Now
you're camping. Now you're camping out to buy an iPhone.
yeah
exactly.
Yeah, there you go. What's wrong with that picture?
Yeah, exactly. Today's different with the technology today, but if the weather wasn't sucky, it was cool.
Yeah.
but I remember times sitting out for tickets and stuff like that. It was having a good time hanging outside. Now it's like bang, you go on your computer, but you can actually print out your tickets now. You don't even have to go buy them anywhere. You can print them out on your own computer.
Yeah. And especially for our genre, it's like people don't even do that. They wait till the day of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in what I like to call a walk-up genre.
Yeah, walk up to the window, give me a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of people who come to our shows and stuff, and bands in our, they're not marking their calendars really. They're just like, they're driving and like hear on the radio or something like, oh, Friday Trixter is playing or Warren's playing or somebody like, oh shit, no shit, really? Fucking I'm doing a Friday. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll go there. But they're not, they're not marking their calendars 3 months in advance, standing on a line, getting their tickets,
Counting
But
down
as
the
long as they
days.
show, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right. That is all that matters. That's great. And I see after the M3 Rock Festival, you guys are having a CD preview party.
Yeah, then after that we come home and we're doing a show up in Jersey at a place called the Stanhope House in Stanhope, New Jersey, and we're going to preview the new record in its entirety.
Oh, that's awesome.
And let people, let people get a listen to it, and so it'll be playing on loop all night long, and we'll be playing the video in our electronic press kit that we shot, and handing out some promo stuff, and just having a good time at the show and hanging and partying up.
That's so cool.
What better place to do it than back home,
Right, exactly. And we're talking to a few other interviews we had last couple weeks. A lot of the bands they took a lot of like home videos over the years of backstage footage and all that. Did you guys ever do anything like that?
I'm currently in the process of working on a DVD.
Oh, cool.
Archived footage from our years playing high schools,
Nice.
to our years playing arenas, to our years playing the clubs, to our years playing the smaller clubs, to our years. I mean, I've got it all. I've got over 200 hours of video footage that I've digitalized and, got on a hard drive, and I got a whole lot of editing ahead of me.
That takes a lot of editing, but that's awesome because I think it's so cool to see the behind the scenes and watching the band grow through the years and watching it from the beginning.
I definitely got that. I have us from our wet behind the ears playing the high schools before we were signed, all the way to the number one on MTV, all the way down to the fucking bearded beer drinking, grunge is killing us phase. The whole
right.
I got the whole story. I got the whole movie.
Oh, that's so cool.
And we put this DVD together. Even if you don't like Trixter, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's just fun. It's going to be a good watch.
That's all.
It's not about the music. It's just about the story.
So is it going to be released, PJ?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so that's the plan.
Either by somebody or just by, put it in the cloud myself.
There you go. Cool. I'm looking forward to that, man. Definitely. I'm going to have my eyes out for that. That's good. I always been in, being a musician myself. I always loved seeing the bands, how they started from the beginning. And, it's funny. We were just talking about Heaven's Edge, because I'm a Philly guy. So that's where I was born and raised. So I watched Heaven's Edge in the club scene. I watched them guys, playing the clubs and watching the crowd grow each time they played and watching. I knew the record deal was right around the corner. And there ain't nothing like that experience to be able to grow up and see a band actually go from a club scene to a record contract. And the next thing you know, they're on MTV and then on, I actually see them open up for Dio. It was great. It was actually cool to see that actually happen.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Even the bands that get signed nowadays, it's a different world. It's a different vibe. It's hard to even put in the words. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
Back then.
It was. I would say without a doubt, and I guess I'm biased, but I'm saying definitely the best era of music was the '80s, man. It never dies, man. It's a music that lives on forever. I don't see like the '90s grunge fans in the music, like it's there and people still listen to it or whatever, but it's not true like fans and true like, especially having their hearts into it like us '80s fans, man. The '80s rockers, man. It's just that's why I look so forward to the M3 Rock Festival over here. It's a time of year where all of us can get together and celebrate the music we love and grew up with, man. It's nothing like it.
I think it's also I think it's the last kind of genre of really dedicated and loyal fans, because there was a connection made with that music and the fans like no other.
Yeah, I agree.
The connection is just different nowadays. There isn't the connection with the newer bands and the way the state of the music business is. It doesn't allow for that connection like it used to be. I mean, in one way there is the attainability with bands and fans, which is great. It makes up for kind of the lack of mystique and grandeur. But in the same respect, it's not as grandiose. It's not as doesn't get as big anymore. You know,
Right.
Catch-22.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of the bands nowadays, you have bands that you come out and they're there for like maybe 1-2 albums and boom, gone.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
back in the 80s, I mean,
Yeah,
had,
nowadays it's one song and gone.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just like instant gratification. Okay, we got our money, bye-bye. And back in the 80s, no, you had, I mean, these bands were, yeah, they were making a go of it. They would release some of them a couple albums a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like the dedication just to the fans isn't
Now
there.
now bands are getting signed. They're like, okay, we're
Yeah.
going to release your one song.
Yeah.
If it gets enough interest, we're going to let you make a record.
Right. It's really sad because a lot of the music I'm hearing today, the bands that are getting signed, it's like back in the day, like I said, there was a lot of 80s metal bands around, but bands, it was very hard to get signed back then. You had to have a good following. You had to have the tunes. You had to have the look. You had to have everything back then. And it seems like today, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what you have to get signed. Because the singing today is not like it was back in the day. Guitar playing is not even close.
It doesn't have to be.
Right. Exactly.
You don't have to be
It
able,
doesn't have to be, Rich.
and you don't have to be able to sing because they have that. What's that called? Auto tune or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Auto-tune, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that was ever invented.
And it's sad. And like I said,
You don't have to sing. You don't have to sing, play, whatever. It's funny. I recently just watched the YouTube video about the making of We Are the World, and there's probably a 90-minute video of outtakes of Huey Lewis trying to get this one line. Singing with Kim Carnes and Michael Jackson and Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, jeez.
really
And in the background, you got Steve Perry sitting on the piano next to Daryl Hall,
nice.
Kenny Loggins, Lionel Richie standing behind him, and
Wow.
he is trying to get this one fucking line in and it's killing him. It's killing everybody. But you know what? It's fucking beautiful. It's like, all right, because we all know Huey Lewis kills it. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dudes
But,
can sing.
Being in the studio is so fucking hard, and especially when you got Michael Jackson standing on your shoulder, to like Lionel Richie breathing down your back,
Yeah.
Steve Perry and Daryl Hall sitting behind you.
I know.
I mean,
No pressure.
I can't
No.
even imagine. And it's funny, and I just said to my friend, I go, you know what? Look what auto-tune has just robbed of us. We'll never see something like this again.
No.
Because it's just like, oh, yeah, all right, I just banged out my line. You guys make that sound good, and I'm out of here.
Right, exactly. Yeah, times has changed, man. I mean, I remember the time back in the day where you did tracks and you couldn't like go in and like put the I can fix that little part there and pick. No, you had to go in and do it all over again. You had to do that whole track over again. There ain't no cutting, copying, and pasting anything. Nowadays with the technology, just, don't worry, you got a little flub there. I'll just put a good note that you played here, and I'll just put it there.
Yeah, it was the end of. Let's take it from the top.
Yeah, exactly. It's times have changed. Music's changed, and that's why one thing I'm definitely blessed in life is I grew up in the greatest era ever, which is the '80s, and that's the music. It's in my heart, and I will live on to. And I never, I've been playing music for a long time, for 30 years or so, and I'm in a great cover band now where we do all the '80s rock. And I enjoy doing it every week, and it's something I love. And it's in my heart. And there's one thing I would never done and I would never do is sell out to anything else because I just believe the music. I believe in it. I love it, and that's what I do. And you can relate to that,
brother.
PJ, because you guys are out there doing it, man. You're rocking it.
Yeah, my man. Do what you love, love what you do.
That's it. That's exactly what you do. And they always say, if you're doing what you love, it's not a job.
You never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at M3.
Yeah, I'm looking so forward to it too, PJ. Before you go, can you tell us where we can find Human, or where can we? A lot of it, I guess, for download. Where can we find it and download it?
Well, if you can find a store that sells CDs,
of course,
it might be there. Some Best Buys are carrying it. FYE stores will carry it. And it'll be on Amazon, iTunes, the whole nine. You might be able to get it. It's coming out in the States, in America, on June 9th. So,
okay, cool.
Maybe check. You might be able to get a physical copy through our website too. But check Best Buy and FYE. Off the top of my head, I know they'll probably have it, and otherwise Amazon or iTunes, and check our website.
Yeah, just
June
punch it
9th
up.
Comes out though.
That's what the internet's there for. Just punch up Trixter Human Era, and that is ERA, not Era.
That's it. It is a play on words. It is a play on words, though.
Right,
Nice.
exactly. So you can catch Trixter's brand new album, Human Error, and we want to thank PJ for taking the time out of his busy schedule to talk to us. And PJ, before you go, can you do a quick favor for us?
Yeah, sure.
Can you give us a little station plug? Could you say this is
Sure,
PJ Farley from Trixter, and you're listening to the Shakeman Show on Aquanet Radio?
You got it. Hey, this is PJ Farley from Trixter. You listen to the Shakeman on Aquanet Radio.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate it, man.
You got it, bud.
All right, PJ Farley from Trixter, man. Take care, dude. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, bud. Thanks, man.
There he goes. PJ Farley, man. Awesome. Let's give it up for PJ. Woo!